Food. It's one of our most valuable resources. Yet here in Canada, 58% of food produced is wasted. That means it never ends up on anybody's plate. And even though in Nova Scotia, most of it ends up as compost, some of it still ends up in landfills, taking up space and giving off harmful methane gas. When we waste food, we also waste other valuable resources like soil, water, time, energy, and money. Why are we so wasteful with something so important? I'm Sam Sortright, and you're watching Rude to Our Food, a Waste Not News special report about food waste in Nova Scotia. Welcome to the program, Waste Not Warriors. On today's show, we take a closer look at food waste at home. This is the type of waste that kids like you and I can really sink our teeth into, because it's happening right under our noses, in our fridges, and on our shelves. Probably right now while I'm talking to you. I'll make you a smoothie later. I know that food scraps go in the green organics bin. That's a no-brainer. Nova Scotians have been doing that for over 20 years, which is way longer than lots of other provinces. We get bragging rights for that one. And while composting is great, we shouldn't let good food go to waste at all. Nothing much I can do about this kind of waste. Off to the green bin you go, pal. But that's small potatoes compared to the $49 billion of food wasted on average by Canadian families every year. Today, we're heading over to a composting facility to talk to an environmental and education officer who obviously knows a thing or two about reducing waste. Then later, we'll visit a new organization teaching all Nova Scotians how to repurpose what might otherwise go to waste in their kitchens. With us today is our field correspondent, who is, of course, also me. As you know, we're big on recycling here at Waste Not News. Sam, over to you. Thank you, Sam. I'm here at the Colchester Composting Facility in Colchester, Nova Scotia. So, bins like these are dumped into trucks. Then the trucks transport them to a place like this. Composting is seriously cool. We're going to find out what's the problem with just composting all of our waste.
Well, Sam, it takes a lot of energy to collect, to transport, and to process food waste. So it's better to avoid waste in the first place.
So you're an environmental and education officer, which means you're clearly an expert on reducing waste in the kitchen. What are some of the main reasons why people waste the food that they buy?
People tend to buy more food than they use. Another reason is people may misunderstand the labels or may not even read the labels at all. Hence, they end up buying food that are soon to be expired. And people tend to throw out leftovers.
If I want to waste less food in my kitchen at home, where should I start?
Well, you can start off by doing a kitchen audit. So you'd go through your pantry and make a note of the products that you have more of. You can also use a system called FIFO, which is first in, first out. You'd go through your pantry, read all your labels, and arrange them according to the dates that are upcoming or products that are soon to be expired and put those at the front. You can also reuse or repurpose leftovers.
Challenge accepted. My kitchen is going to be a waste-free zone in no time. Back to you, Sam. Once you actually see the amount of waste we create, it's pretty hard to unsee it. It's clear we need to work on reducing waste altogether. And one of the best ways to do this is by finding creative ways to use up our food scraps. The staff at the Station Food Hub in Newport Station know all about turning food waste into great taste. And they have some really awesome ideas to help us waste less at home. Over to you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. I'm here at the Station Food Hub in Newport Station, Nova Scotia, a community-minded organization that's doing unexpected things with food that might otherwise be wasted. And this building is super cool. I want to find out, how long have they been here? And what kinds of things do they do?
So the Station Food Hub has been in operation for approximately 2 years, but it is in an old elementary school, which has been here for much longer. A food hub is a place that has a lot of businesses that come and are able to do their daily activities here. So we have things like a processing facility, a provincially inspected commercial kitchen, dry and cold storage, a boardroom for them to hold business meetings and other things that they may need to do as a business. But most importantly, we do a lot of community outreach programs that particularly pertain to food waste reduction and food insecurity.
What are some of your favorite ways to use food that might otherwise go to waste?
We like to take fruits and vegetables that may be sitting in farmers' fields or in containers that might not have a place in market, and we upcycle them.
Wait, did you say upcycle?
Weird word alert.
Upcycle. When you take something unwanted or discarded and turn it into something awesome.
When it comes to upcycling, we take the fruits and vegetables that are in the fields or in the containers waiting to go somewhere, and we process them down a bit further. We puree them and then freeze them. Once they're frozen, they're sold to institutions, universities, and schools that serve large amounts of people. These places are then able to either serve them as is, or they can put them into a variety of different recipes, soups, casseroles, even desserts. So the options are really limitless.
Yum. That sounds seriously delicious. I'm going to try upcycling something for dinner tonight. And we're back to you, Sam. The future of food waste in Nova Scotia is in our hands. Like literally in our hands, every single day. Food is ours to waste, or not to waste, and we can all make small changes in our homes to make it happen. Step 1. Be a food waste sleuth in your kitchen and solve the mystery of which items regularly go to waste. Then you'll know what you need to buy less of. Step 2. Make a meal plan. Get your parents in on the fun and plan out your lunches and dinners in advance to help guide your grocery shopping. But nobody's perfect. So chances are, you'll always have a few things hanging around past their prime. And in those cases, step 3. Take a cue from the Station Food Hub and try upcycling. Make a jam, make a broth, make a mystery stew. Join us next time as we continue to get up close and personal with how food can become waste before it hits your plate. I'm Sam Sortright, reminding you not to be rude to your food.
This video was filmed on Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We are all treaty people.